But first of all, you was not a believer in what I do.
No, like obviously you've done readings before with me, and you've said some things that's kind of made me like, she's looking in my window.
I feel like you've been quite emotional recently. You struggle to express that. So it's almost like you're emotional inside, but nothing's coming out.
You're good at this.
It's only down to stress. There's nothing to worry about, but there is some kind of medication coming forward that's going to help you. I feel like that's your kind of barrier to laugh it out and 100%. To be funny. But you are only human. Like, it's okay to get sad. It's okay to feel emotional.
I know, like as a person, I can't let it out. But again, that could be due to pride and stuff getting in the way. And
you do have two people coming forward straight away. So I can either see them physically or they enter my body to show me how they would have passed.
Okay.
You feel quite anxious because she's literally next to you.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit nervous here.
This episode is sponsored by JS Health and Vitamins. The hair and energy tablets are insane and have helped me, again, with my journey on stronger and healthier hair, but also a better sleep. So if you are wanting to sleep peacefully at night, then these vitamins are the best for you. Use the code Mediumship for 15% off JS Health and Vitamins website. Hello guys, welcome back to We Talk to the Dead. Today, we have the most funniest, kindest person, which is Adam Kelly. You probably noticed him on TikTok and Instagram, and he's just the comedian to the stars. Like, he is hilarious. So hello, welcome.
Thank you so much. That's the nicest introduction. I promise you I'm not paying her to say that.
He is probably. But gosh, I'm so excited to have you here today. Don't be nervous. I can sense that you're a little bit like, a bit nervous.
What? You're good at this already.
But first of all, you was not a believer in what I do.
No.
Like, I remember messaging you and I think you were like, really? Like, do you want to do me a reading? I know you were just a little bit on the edge. And I was like, yeah, I want to prove you wrong. And then I think we've done 2 readings since then.
Yes.
Like, what kind of changed you a little bit? Was you just intrigued of what rubbish I was going to say, really?
My mother, to be honest, she loves all this stuff. She loves what you do.
Why didn't you bring her today?
I did.
No, all he said before was he was going out to the pub. So that's why you didn't bring her.
No, she loves all this stuff and she's like very excited to see. But whereas I think it's the normal thing where I'm from as well, where it's kind of like, you know, when they're dead, right? That type of thing. So like, obviously you've done readings before with me and you've said some things that's kind of made me like, she's looking in my window.
I remember one when you shared me, you were like, oh, she's got PTSD now. She's looked inside my brain. I was howling all day. I was like, oh my God. But I just kind of want to ask you a few questions to start with, and then I'll do you a little reading if that's okay.
Amazing.
But from your like usual comedy kind of videos and things, this is very different, isn't it?
Very.
Your videos absolutely crack me up. Like, I could be in stitches at your videos, which most people are. But what's it like kind of the whole nation really looking inside you, your mom and your dad, like your family? Like, is that crazy?
It is, to be honest, because I think now, to be fair, especially in Ireland and the UK, I think a lot of people can actually relate to it at home, you know, the antics. You kind of get along with each other by a bit of roasting here and there, you know, keeping each other on the ground, you know. Yeah. There's no arrogance allowed, especially where I'm from. So I suppose it was a thing I grew up with all the time.
Yeah.
Having a
and
bit
you were
of fun.
Like, stuff it, I'm going to record it.
Yeah, exactly. And then I didn't realise that other parts of the world, that's not how it goes. Like, if you say, you speak back to your parents like that, you get in a lot of trouble, or you might get a hit or whatever like that. So they enjoy it because they think,
it's the right kind of thing you want to see, isn't it, really?
Exactly. So they're like, oh my God, I can't believe he's after saying this.
Yeah.
Whereas over here, and in Ireland, I'm pretty sure, like Scotland, the Scottish people have said it to me as well, that's very, very same, where everyone roasts each other, and that's like how you show love. You don't want to say I love you.
It's strange because since you saying that, like, if I spoke to my mom and dad, like, horrible, I'd be chased around the house with the belt. Do you know what I mean? Like, they'd be like, get to your room. Like, it's just crazy. But I just love your content, and obviously people do relate to it because that is what homes are like.
Exactly.
Like, it's not all rosy all the time, is it? Like,
No. And like, if someone's doing well, you want to knock them back a peg or two. So it's
Do you?
It's how we show love. It's how like, if you're doing well, you just have to. You can't have like you're not anxious about anything. I can't be offended by bad comments or anything because whatever the comments are saying, my father or mother have said much worse. So it was a nice way to be brought up, to be fair. I enjoy it.
I love that though, because you can see that on your videos, like how close you actually are. Do you have a sister?
I do have a sister, and she's actually very funny, but she does not like the camera.
Really?
Yeah, she's much funnier than me now. So
I bet you're already like, come on, you need to be on.
We got her in a few videos at the start and they done fairly well, but she just has no interest, which is fair enough. It's not for everyone.
Oh my God. I see you on stage though. Why have you not done that yet?
So basically,
that is a vision future. You will be there. You'll be on stage. I'll be front row.
I've got, luckily enough now, probably one of the things on my bucket list was I've got to share the stage with my father. We presented a show back home. It was kind of a local thing, but it was on the bucket list. I do a bit of stand up. My mother, I could, whatever money offered her, she would not do it. She doesn't even like being on the camera. So people might have said like a lot of the comments would be like, oh, I haven't seen your mother before or whatever. She doesn't like being on the camera. She just likes shouting, and she's very good at it.
Yeah, to be fair, now I think about it, like I don't think I've seen her.
See, she's only in a few, but she likes, she's good at the voice acting.
Yeah.
You know, she just gives out in the background. So fair play to her.
I love that. So you blew up pretty quickly on TikTok. Did you start TikTok before anything else? Was it just TikTok?
TikTok around COVID time. And it's, but it kind of
so everybody was just sat on their phones anyway, and you were just like there, and everyone was like, woo.
So it did go, it did grow pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it kind of had a bit of a standstill for a while.
Yeah.
And then it just went crazy in the last 2 years, like outrageously.
It's what you're meant to do. Like,
fingers crossed, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
But the one thing I wanted to ask you, and I was actually driving down thinking of it today, was do you not find like you feel like you can't be you sometimes? Like I know the comedian side is you, but you're not always funny. Like you just want to be like, just
100%.
do one. Like,
yeah. But see, that's it. Like obviously on camera and stuff, you're going to be played up to the max all the time. And then there's obviously moments at home where it is like that. But everyone has their bad days as well. And I'm a hangry person as well, you know. If I'm not fed, I can I
always say that. If I'm Mardy, I need food.
Yeah, exactly. So
the other thing, obviously, I know you're not much of a believer, or you wasn't much of a believer, but you're so spiritual yourself. Like there is so many signs around you that you're just not noticing. And I honestly believe that. Like, would you have usually clicked on my message when I messaged you? Because I bet you get loads of messages.
No, I wouldn't have. And I probably would have prejudged you. Just because of what you do.
I think you did actually start it. I think you're like, really? I was like, yeah, got your email, come on.
A little bit. I was like, a prejudgment, and that's probably, I think it's a normal human thing, not to prejudge you as a person, but just prejudgment in general. And
if you can't see the things that I see, you're going to doubt it.
100%.
Like I'm always honest with that.
Yeah.
But a lot is to do with vibrations and energy, and there's so much around us anyway. It's just feeling that. You're like close short. But so the old Irish kind of comedy thing, it's the style. What draws you to that? Like, how do you find balance with it? I know we've just spoke about that, but what gives you that balance to kind of be like, I don't need to film today?
Yeah, so it's, again, it like there is a character on screen, like it is you hyped up because the cameras are on, the same way as everyone does their thing when the cameras are on. But again, it does feel kind of normal. It does feel natural. And like, I'd hate to do something, like I'd never be an influencer or something like that because it's not natural.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're kind of
just being yourself,
taking the mic, whatever, you're used to it with your friends, like with anyone that you're close to.
They love being your friend, don't they?
I
say that, but they ditched you today to go to the pub. You've come on your own.
Very true, very true.
Have you ever had like any strange feelings happen? Like, I know that you do all this comedian stuff, but have you ever had that gut feeling that a video is going to do well and it does well? Yeah,
sometimes. Like, to be fair, I think my father is better at that than I am. He's like, okay, this is a good one here. But
I bet he doesn't sleep at night. I bet he's like thinking of ideas, isn't he?
He's plotting. He stays up and he plots at night. That's when he gets up.
It's like you're on war with each other.
But genuinely, the thing about social media is the ones that you think are going to do well mightn't always do well. And the ones that you think are just put up to fill the gap, they blow up and you're like, I just don't. You think you know, and then you don't, basically.
Yeah. Can I do a bit of a reading?
Oh, please. Please.
Okay, I'm going to do a bit of mediumship because there's a lot of spirit in the room in a minute. It does make you feel, I don't know if you feel quite heavy.
Yeah.
That's
and
a normal feeling.
I'm a light man and I feel heavy right now.
But I do a lot of like scribbling and stuff. I might get a little bit confused. My speech might change. I might be a bit weird. I'm not going to turn into someone else, but I'm just, I might go a bit strange, which is perfectly normal.
We're all strange, okay? We're all strange. Mother, please accept me.
I wish you brought your mum though. I would have rather done a
I
reading
think she
for
would get on
her.
with you, yeah. Although the two of you together might actually end me, so I think it was for safety option we left her
good
home.
content. Like, we need your mum here.
We had to lock her in the cage just for this, Chloe, so she wouldn't meet up with you.
So usually with spirit, they can come forward one soul at a time or two at a time. You do have two people coming forward straight away. So I can either see them physically or they'll enter my body to show me how they would have passed.
Okay.
You don't have to answer everything I say. I'll just probably blurt things out. I keep seeing somebody doing a lot of crafts. Like it's almost like they're laying things out on the table and making things. I think a lot happened around Easter, actually. I don't know if they did like making things at Easter or it's like their hand. I'm just getting shown loads of different things with the hands. And the reason why I'm getting that is spirit coming forward, showing me this person is still alive that's doing this. So they would be related to this person.
Okay.
Mediumship's a bit of detective work. So you'll probably be like,
Yeah.
But yeah, these people, especially the lady coming forward, would be related to this person doing crafts because it's almost like they sat together. So even though they can't see each other, there's somebody in your life that's doing things crafty, but the spirit is with them while they do that.
You're good at this.
Don't just say that to make me happy.
No, I wish I was saying you're terrible at this.
Okay, so this lady coming forward would have passed between quite a while ago. Like I want to say like nearly 30 years ago. Like it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Maybe not 30 years, maybe like 27, 28 years ago.
Lord God.
And she's a pretty woman. Took care of her appearance.
In the family.
I feel like you've been quite emotional recently, but you struggle to express that. So it's almost like you're emotional inside, but nothing's coming out. It's almost like you have the feeling of crying, but there's just nothing.
No, never. I don't cry. I've never cried in my life.
There's a man, but I can't tell if they're related to the lady that's passed, but he's almost, I don't know if he's got facial features or he's just got like a moustache almost, or he's showing me that him younger, if that makes sense.
Okay. This is a prank. The cameras can come out now and tell me.
Who's Kath?
That would be my grandmother, Kathleen. So, but Kath is right, yeah.
Do you feel quite anxious because she's literally next to you?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit nervous here.
Is this your mum's mum?
Yes.
Is it your mum that does like crafts and stuff?
Yes.
Has she been wanting to sell something?
Yes. Oh, this is impressive, but still messed up.
But it's almost like she doesn't have enough confidence in it. It's almost like she's good at what she does, but she's not promoting it as much as she should be.
Yeah, she's very, very good at what she does, to be fair.
But that keeps her mind busy.
Yeah, she
needs
always,
that.
Yeah, exactly. She's a very crafty person.
So Kathleen is with her while she does this. But I don't know why I keep being shown a cup. I don't know if this is the latest thing that she's done. It's almost like a cup. I don't know.
Yeah, she does. She makes cups and she designs them with people's names and faces and stuff on them.
The cup makes sense then.
It does.
Bit of detective work, but do you know if your mum has any jewellery in memory of Kathleen?
She does, yes. Yeah, she does. How do you know that?
I don't know if it's on a stand somewhere, almost like in a box, but on a stand. And I'm drawing the picture of the box that it would be in. Your dad is very funny, but has he been struggling with headaches?
Probably me, to be fair. Yeah.
Is it you with the
yeah, well, he's not always in the greatest form of the world, but he's still good crack.
Have you been to the doctors for it?
For him?
For you?
For myself? No, not yet. I'm planning to get. Oh Lord.
It's only down to stress. There's nothing to worry about, but there is some kind of medication coming forward that's going to help you, but it's nothing to be concerned about.
Will it save my hairline?
But you're lacking some kind of vitamin anyway. I don't know if you're deficient in something.
Yeah, makes sense. That does make sense. Definitely deficient.
Do you not take vitamins or anything?
No, some vitamins don't agree with me, which could lead to could be a reason.
Could be a reason behind
it. Who needs doctors, huh? Who needs them?
You'll be going next week. You'll be there. But even though you struggle with your emotions, it's almost like you don't like talking about it.
Yeah, I'm quite.
Like, why do you not talk about it? Do you feel like it's not manly? Like people I read for are like, just don't want to talk about it. As a man or whoever, you just feel like you can't express it. But it's human.
I just think I'd be awkward with that type of stuff, you know, like humor is kind of the best way to get everything.
Yeah, I feel like that's your kind of barrier.
Yeah.
Is to laugh it out and 100%. To be funny.
Yeah.
But you are only human. Like, it's okay to get sad. It's okay to feel emotional.
Yeah. Yeah. I know like as a person, I can't let it out. But again, that could be due to pride and stuff getting in the way and thinking that it's manly.
I think you've been through a lot, like, especially, so how old are you?
23.
Okay. I feel like, especially like leaving school and things, like you were always the person that people would come to. They want to be around you. They want to be your friend. And you would go home and then you almost feel exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like you were getting drained by everyone else's energy. It's like you're just absorbing, trying to make everyone else happy. And you actually sit down sometimes and think, well, why is nobody making me happy? Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Oh, now mother, people do like me. Listen to Chloe, she knows her stuff.
Your mom is going to do like a stall almost. Do you have them in Ireland where you go like a car boot kind of thing?
Yeah, they wouldn't be big now, but like sometimes there'll just be charity sales.
When I think of, I've never been. When I think of Ireland, I just think of like fields and stuff. Is that right?
That's the beautiful part of Ireland.
Is it?
Once you leave
Are
Dublin,
you not in that bit?
No, I live in a town around the fields, but yeah, if you're going to Ireland as a tourist, I leave Dublin. That's what many people don't do that, and that's where you'll see your beautiful fields and stuff. But you're not wrong. You got that right as well.
Is there something being decorated in your house at the minute?
Being decorated.
I don't know if your mom is quite a lot's coming forward for your mom, I feel. Maybe she did that to you before you come. I hope a lot comes forward for me.
Yeah. That could be it.
For me.
I think I'm a tough nut to crack as well. I'd say she'd be easier. But you're still doing a good job.
I just feel like if I looked at you and you were walking the street, because I can sense people's emotions and feelings, which is really weird, which I feel like you can do as well. I feel like if you focused on me, you'd be able to read me. It's just what I struggle with and what I deal with. It's just looking at somebody and understanding them. Okay. And I do feel that you are very in tune with different things, but you need to have that balance, because it's almost like, yes, TikTok is amazing. Social media is amazing. It helps us grow. It gives us that personal side to us. But at the same time, you still need to live and be who you are as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you find it hard yourself, like, because you kind of know what people are feeling and emotions? Can you control yours well, or is it tough?
I did at a time. This is going to sound weird. You can be like, Chloe, this is a load of shit. But I visualize myself in a bubble. Okay. And your mind is incredible. So visualization is just huge. You can be wherever you want to be.
Yeah.
So I visualize this bubble around me and no one can enter my bubble, basically. And
that's a nice way to look at it, isn't it? Yeah.
And then I have like my chakra bracelet and that, which sounds weird, but my brother, he struggled so much with mental health and stuff, but he would never admit it. He hates what I do. He doesn't believe in me whatsoever. I've given my chakra bracelets, like, just wear this. I'm not wearing that. Look how gay that is. Like, I'm not wearing that. Wears it. He never takes it off. Like, he's a completely different person with it on. Like, it's weird, but yeah.
There you go. I need to get one of them for myself.
I've got you one somewhere.
Whoa! I'm going to be a new man walking out here. But you're right, yeah. You have to put yourself in your own little bubble. My mother called me Walter Mitty. Did you ever watch the Walter Mitty movies?
No, I don't know what that is.
So basically, he lives in his own mind and like he thinks he can fly planes and stuff like that. And growing up, that's what she always called me. But it actually works for social media now.
Yeah.
Like you can just be creative and just think whatever you want to be like, and just stick it on record and put it on TikTok. Like, so it's a nice.
What's your visions for the future? Like, do you want to do, obviously, your comedy?
Yeah.
Are you doing it with your dad?
Yeah, so they do it for me. Simple as, like, if I said to them tomorrow, look, I don't want to do it anymore, they'd be 100%. I could say to them, oh, we're after getting 1 million views in the video. Oh, is that good? I don't really, like, if you're happy, then we're happy. Like, they do it for the simple, they don't crave attention. They don't go for anything like that, but they're just kind of looking out and trying to help me on what I'm doing, which is actually a nice thing.
Yeah,
it's wholesome.
You don't get many parents who are supportive, really.
No,
like,
100%.
You do and you don't.
But exactly. There is a mixture, and I never try to rub it in to people that like.
Yeah, you do. I got amazing parents.
No, but what happened? Like, a lot of people do very well for themselves and kind of not thrive, but they kind of get the drive off not having a good relationship. Like, I want to prove you wrong. Yeah. Whereas it's kind of nice to have a story where it's like they are guiding me on that path.
Yeah. No. I love that though. I absolutely love that. Do you feel like there's such an atmosphere in the room? Like, it's so hard to, everybody who sits there, because I feel like you're anxious before you come in anyway.
Yeah.
But there is so much energy in here anyway. And even though you didn't believe in what I did, would you say that you do a little bit now?
Well, I didn't believe in myself before I came in here. And now you're after giving me a whole new life. But no, I would have been confident enough walking in here, kind of nearly a little bit like, oh, this isn't going to work type thing. But you said too much now. Where it's like,
have you been on many podcasts?
I've been on a few, but I like to ramble on. So it's good to kind of be put back in my place a little bit here and like, okay, I can't say anything or else she'll expose me.
I hope I'm not very like forceful.
No.
I'm trying to be nice.
No, it's nice. It's a good conversation. I'm just shocked.
Was your dad like instantly involved? Like when you started doing your videos, was he up for it straight away, or did it take quite a while to be like, come on, like be on it?
I think if I asked him, he would have been, but I didn't.
You didn't?
No,
you did it behind the scenes, like banter.
Like I was at the start, it was sort of pranks and stuff, harmless stuff. But he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just getting a video." And he was like, "Oh, don't do that." And then all of a sudden, he might walk down the street and someone might say to him, "Oh, Jesus, that's good crack, whatever. Good to see you. My son loves you, whatever." So he started getting into it then. And now all of a sudden, it's like, okay.
he wanted to take the reins. Like,
we need to do a video today. That's the way it went. But it was, they got into it and they were good sports. But at the beginning, I didn't ask.
Yeah.
But now
we need your sister on. I want to see your sister on it.
Yeah, she'd sit over there. She'd sit behind the cameras and you can talk to her from there. But.
Oh my gosh. Right, have a go at this. Right, you need to take it out. I'll tell you what to do.
Take it out of this.
You're not shaky, are you?
A little bit. That's not nerves now. That's just it.
Right, so literally you hold it by the top of the chain.
Okay.
And just say, either out loud, say it out loud. So in a minute when you let go, say, show me yes, and it will swing in a direction. You'll say stop, and it will suddenly stop. Show me no, and it'll swing in another direction. And then you can ask questions once you know which way is your yes and which way is your no. So you could say, like, obviously, is Kathleen here with me? And it'll say yeah. Okay. Or am I going to go on stage soon? And it'll say no.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not that you're not going to go on stage soon. Yeah. But you know what I mean?
Okay. So I just let go of it and say yes.
Let go, wait for it to settle, and then just say, show me yes, and it'll swing in a direction.
Okay. Show me yes.
It's swinging in a direction, isn't it? Can you see which direction?
Is it going left or right oh my God. Wait. There's no wind in here, lads. This is... Okay, show me no. Okay, so I think no is it swinging back to forth, or am I absolutely seeing
that's
things?
fine. No, that's right.
Okay. Am I going to be filthy rich? Oh, yeah. Yeah. If that's swinging in the no direction, I'm not believing it. I'm taking the yes out of this.
Totally said no.
Am I going to make it to 30 years of age? I think that's no, lads.
It's a yeah. Chill out.
I'm just misreading it. What else? Do my parents actually like me, or are they just using me? Oh yeah, we'll take that. I would have forgiven them either way. Am I going to be lonely for life, or am I going to find someone that can put up with my...
Staying still, it's not sure. But yeah, that's your guide. But you can take that home to your mom, because I feel like
that's amazing.
It'll work amazing for her if you can fit it in your hand luggage.
Yes, yeah, we will. We'll put it somewhere.
Oh God! Before you go though, show us your tattoo. Like, what is this?
Okay, yeah. So I recently...
What on earth is that? Like, what is that?
It probably is the best, worst tattoo you've ever seen in your life. I don't know which camera can even pick it up there.
Just stand in front of the camera. Can you see it?
When I'm long gone and dead.
Love you, Daddy.
Yes. So basically, I done a bucket list series. I'm doing a bucket list series on YouTube with my parents. So whatever's on their bucket list. And my father had the bright idea to come up with that he always wanted to give someone a tattoo. And
you pulled the short straw.
To be fair, I didn't have a choice. It went from I wanted to give someone a tattoo to I want to give my son a tattoo. So we went down and...
Have you not got any others? Is that your
I have a few.
Oh yeah, I can see now.
Not like this. This is a stamp.
Did it hurt there?
No, it did, until my father started going in on it, and he was bouncing like a little trampoline on my leg with a needle, and I felt every single little bit that he done, but I wasn't allowed. I was blindfolded for 6 hours while it was being done.
Oh my God, I bet you were nervous though.
I was very nervous. You're right about that. I was very nervous, and then when I seen it at the end, I was to be fair, the tattoo artist that done it as well, it's an incredible effort, but my God, how? No wonder the Pendulum couldn't figure out whether I was going to be lonely. It's all to do with the tattoo. How are you going to find a wife with a tattoo like that on your leg?
It's not too bad. It's just love you, Daddy on it.
And that was not supposed to be part of it. He decided to stick that in the very last minute. He asked the tattoo artist if we could put that in, just to ruin my life a little bit more. But I actually do I like the fact that it's hateable, you know.
Yeah, and that he did it as well. So.
And it's original. If there's someone else out there in the world that has this, then I want to meet you, because I feel like this is a one of one.
Oh my gosh. Adam, thank you so much for coming on. Like, you're just hilarious, and you're so down to earth as well.
Thank you so much.
Well, make sure you have some time for yourself.
I will. I got a bit freaked out, but in a good way. Like, it was very, very cool.
And nothing's going to follow you home, but you are very open to it.
Thank you.
But thank you, Adam.
Thank you so much for having me. Cheers.